Good evening and welcome to War Thunder's website. I am Old Dead Man. We've got our first Devblog of the Devblog season. It's coming in and it's coming in hot. We got the HMS Blackpool F77 from the Royal Navy. Let's see what we got coming down. The HMS Blackpool F77 was a Whitby-class anti-submarine frigate that entered British service in 1954. The Whitby-class were designed as fast convoy escorts capable of tackling high-speed submarines, but this drove up the cost and technical requirements to produce in large numbers. The Type 14 second-rate frigate was designed to complement the Type 12 Whitby. In consideration of the anticipated requirement to steam for long periods in heavy seas at speed, the Whitby class received a hull design more like that of a destroyer, but with a raised forecastle with a considerable flare. This design cut through the water and forced the ocean spray upwards and outwards, away from the bridge and gun turret. Several additional design features, coupled with a twin-shaft double-reduction geared steam turbine plant and low cavitation propellers, resulted in an excellent hull for high-speed, all-weather anti-submarine work. The original stubby funnel, being prone to downdrafting and poor venting, was replaced with a heightened version with a dome top. The HMS Blackpool displaced 2,150 tons standard and up to 2,560 tons full load. She was 370 feet overall length, 41 feet wide, with a draft of 17 feet. Her Y100 power plant sported two boilers, turbines, and shafts, and produced 30,000 shaft horsepower that drove her to a rated speed of 30 knots or 56 kilometers per hour. With 370 tons of fuel oil, she could steam up to 4,200 nautical miles at a rather sedate 12 knots. Her crew complement was initially 152, but later increased to 225. At the time of her construction, she sported multiple radar systems, including target, height finding, two-fire control and navigation, a Kearsarge Mark 10 IFF, and sonar systems for search, target classification, and attack. She was equipped with a twin 4.5-inch Mark 6 gun turret, a twin 40mm Bofors Mark II turret, two Limbo anti-submarine mortar Mark 10s, and 12 21-inch torpedo tubes. The twin Bofors were later replaced with a single 40mm Bofors gun Mark 7. According to Wikipedia, the 12 torpedoes were removed or never shipped, but I was not able to confirm this explicitly from any other source. The HMS Blackpool was ordered in 1951, laid down in 1954, launched in 1957, and finally commissioned in 1958 for an estimated cost of £3,269,000. She was leader of the 6th Frigate Squadron from 1958 to 1960, part of the 25th Escort Squadron between 1962 and 1964, and leader of the 28th Escort Squadron between 1964 and 1966. She was leased to the Royal New Zealand Navy in June of 1966, where she received a major refit. She was present at the Melbourne-Evans collision on the 3rd of June 1969 as an escort to the aircraft carrier HMAS Melbourne, but was not involved in the collision. For those interested, a maneuvering mistake between the Melbourne and the USS Evans during anti-submarine exercises resulted in the Australian aircraft carrier slicing the American destroyer in two during the collision. The HMS Blackpool was returned to the Royal Navy in 1971, decommissioned, then sold for scrap in 1980. In War Thunder, the HMS Blackpool appears to be in its early configuration with all torpedo tubes and the twin Bofors installed, with a crew complement of 231. She will be joining the British Naval tree at rank 5. Looks like an interesting ship to add to the British Naval tree. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below, and we will see you on War Thunder.